Imagine waking up every morning with a quiet, persistent feeling inside you, a whisper that tells you that you are meant for something greater. Yet as you move through the day, that feeling is buried beneath the weight of procrastination, doubt, and an unshakable sense of stagnation. You might blame yourself. You might think, I'm lazy, I'm unmotivated, I'm just not disciplined enough. But what if I told you that you are not lazy? What if the truth is far deeper, far more profound than the labels you've placed upon yourself? What if the reason you struggle to take action is not because of a lack of willpower, but because you feel disconnected from your purpose, your direction, and your meaning in life? Today, we are going to unravel this powerful truth. By the end of this journey, you will no longer see yourself through the lens of failure, but through the eyes of possibility. The final realization we'll share might completely transform the way you see your life. When you call yourself lazy, what are you really saying? In today's world, we are taught to equate productivity with worth. Society whispers that if you are not constantly achieving, you are falling behind. If you are not moving, you are failing. But is that truly the measure of your value? Carl Jung once said, "Your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes." This simple yet profound idea unveils a truth we often ignore. Feelings of being lost are not a sign of failure. They are a sign of transition. They signal that the life you have been living is no longer in alignment with who you truly are. Your mind and body are resisting not because you are weak, but because something within you is yearning for change. Think about a time when you were deeply inspired by something, a dream, a project, or even a simple idea. Did you feel lazy then? Likely not. Because motivation is not the fuel of action. Purpose is. The real question is not, why am I unmotivated? The real question is, what have I disconnected from that once made me feel alive? Abraham Maslow, the psychologist behind the hierarchy of needs, placed self-actualization, the realization of one's full potential, at the pinnacle of human fulfillment. He argued that without a sense of purpose, even the most accomplished people can feel empty. This means that your current state of inertia is not a sign that you lack discipline. It is a sign that you are in a moment of transformation. The patterns that once served you are no longer enough. The desires you once ignored are calling for your attention. The life you have outgrown is making way for something new. So let me ask you, what have you been avoiding? What dreams have you buried beneath fear, doubt, or the weight of expectations? We often label ourselves as lazy because it is easier than confronting these questions. But deep down we know the truth. The things we hesitate to pursue are often the very things that would set us free. The philosopher Søren Kierkegaard compared feeling lost to wandering in an unfamiliar landscape. At first, everything seems disorienting. There are no clear signs, no familiar landmarks. But if you slow down, if you take the time to truly see, you begin to notice the path forward. Perhaps the reason you feel lost is not because you have failed, but because your soul is urging you to wake up. In today's world, silence feels unnatural. We drown our doubts with distractions, scrolling through social media, binge-watching shows, numbing ourselves with endless tasks, because we are afraid of being alone with our thoughts. It is in those quiet moments, when you allow yourself to truly listen, that you hear the whispers of who you are meant to be. So what if this feeling of disconnection is not a punishment, but an invitation? What if your exhaustion is not due to laziness, but to the weight of living a life that does not align with your soul? This is your moment to pause, to breathe, to recognize that feeling lost is not the end, it is the beginning of something far greater. Many people feel lost because they are living according to someone else's blueprint for success. From childhood, we are handed a script. Work hard, get a stable job, make money, retire. But nowhere in this blueprint does it ask, what brings you joy? What gives your life meaning? What kind of life do you want to create? Viktor Frankl, the psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor who wrote Man's Search for Meaning, once said, "Life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by lack of meaning and purpose." So if you feel empty despite having achieved society's version of success, it is not because you are ungrateful. It is because you were meant for something more. How do you move forward when you feel directionless? Reconnect with your values, what truly matters to you. Not what society says should matter, but what you value: creativity, connection, adventure, contribution. Clarity comes when you stop chasing what the world wants and start embracing what you want. Reignite your passion. What makes you feel alive? What activities make you lose track of time? Your passion is not lost, it is just buried beneath years of ignoring it. Start small, reconnect with what excites you. Scene 3. Small steps and letting go. Embrace the power of small steps. Motivation doesn't create action. Action creates motivation. You don't need a perfect plan, you just need to start. Let go of external comparisons. Social media is a highlight reel, not reality. Stop measuring your journey against someone else's. You're not behind, you're exactly where you need to be. Trust the process. Just as nature moves through seasons of growth, decay, and renewal, so do we. If you're in a season of uncertainty, trust that this is preparing you for the next chapter. Your journey begins now. J.K. Rowling was at rock bottom, jobless, a single mother struggling to survive, when she began writing the book that would change her life. She later said, "Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life." And so I ask you, what if this moment, this season of feeling lost, is not your downfall, but your turning point? What if everything you have been searching for is not ahead of you, but already within you, waiting to be uncovered? What if being lost is not a sign of failure, but an invitation to wake up? You are not lazy, you are becoming. Being lost is not a curse, it is a calling to let go of the life you thought you were supposed to live and to start creating the life you were meant to live. So what will you do with this one wild and precious life? Will you keep waiting for permission? Or will you take the first step toward your own awakening? You are not lazy, you are not failing, you are in the process of becoming. And this journey, this becoming starts now.